Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. Back to you again with another true crime reading. However, today we are doing a very special one. So I just finished the Tiger King documentary, and woo child, I did not expect any of that. So it was obviously full of twists and turns, and everyone has a ton of questions about Joe Exotic and the entire documentary as a whole. So what we're going to do here is kind of just do a general reading on the Tiger King documentary and Joe Exotic and stuff like that. So we'll see what we get. Whatever we get is what we're going to get. Remember that these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. They're all opinions, not facts. And they're alleged. No truth. Okay? Okay. Did I mention that these are all alleged for entertainment purposes only? No truth, all opinions, no facts. No truth. No truth. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so let's just go through this really slowly. So the Four of Pentacles is a greedy, selfish card. Okay, then we pulled the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and then we pulled the High Priestess reversed. So right off the bat, we're pulling a Queen of Pentacles. So this has to be someone who has tons of money. We pulled a selfish card, a greedy card, and then we pulled High Priestess, which is about someone being untrustworthy or having some sort of you can't really. High Priestess reverse is usually like not really being able to trust someone, problems with authenticity, problems with any sort of timing. Usually when I pull a High Priestess reverse, there's issues with timing. So there has to be some sort of issue with time frame or timing in this scenario. Also about trusting wrong people, trusting wrong energy, and then we see money motivation. So the Six of Cups is the past. This is also sometimes a wedding card. And sometimes children as well. The Seven of Pentacles is about complacentness and laziness. It's like, I have all of these things and I want to keep them. So I want to keep my comfort. And the Queen of Cups is reversed, which is a cold energy. Queen of Cups reversed is usually cold, usually unemotional, someone who values comfort. And the past here indicates some sort of older time frame. So this has to be something older. The Star is reversed, negative attention. That's also about things done outside of what is seen. The Eight of Swords is a victim feeling pressured and trapped, and the Five of Cups is about emotional disappointments. So it looks to me like there was some sort of feeling pressured, feeling trapped, feeling pushed into a corner, feeling like I am confined. For this person. Now, the Ace of Cups is a loving bond. The Lover's card's reverse, which is the breaking of some sort of connection. And the King of Cups is reverse. So King and Queen of Cups do go together. They are of the same suit, but one of them is reversed, and actually both of them are reversed. And the problem here is that the Lover's card's reversed between the two of them. So it definitely seems like there's some sort of disconnect between these two individuals. Especially because when we have a King of Cups reverse, the issue with the King of Cups reverse is he's just as cold as the Queen of Cups reversed. So it's like two energies that aren't really having high levels of emotion, aren't really connecting. And this also looks to me as if like I don't care anymore. This King of Cups looks like I don't care anymore. This King of Cups does whatever they want. This King of Cups pressures this Queen of Cups. This King of Cups is doing things that they feel like they need to do. Ace of Wands is a pregnancy card sometimes. When it's reversed, maybe there are issues with that. Sometimes we see Ace of Wands as being the return of something old. We also see that as sometimes a penis card, so sometimes indicates some form of sexual desire. And then we see the Five of Swords, issues with details, petty issues, issues with stories having inaccuracies in them, and the Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles is like a job card, and when that's reversed, there's some sort of inaccuracy with some sort of career, some sort of job, and there also seems to be someone here who's not interested in working on anything. Hanged Man, Sacrifice, Emperor, older man, Devil. Ten of Swords, Betrayal, Backstabbing, Queen of Swords reversed, and Two of Swords, a permanent separation. So, when we pull cards like this, I will tell you what the interpretation for each card is. So Emperor here is usually an older man, someone who has some sort of power, responsibility. Think of it like dad. And then we have Hanged Man reverse. So the Hanged Man reverse, interestingly enough, Hanged Man reverse is about not wanting to let go of something, but being forced to let go of it. It has to be around this man. And then the Devil card here is a few things. First and foremost, Devil card can simulate addiction, it can simulate, it can simulate sex, it can simulate manipulation, control, abuse. Devil card is inherently all of the negative traits of humanity. So we pull this whenever something really traumatic or chaotic happens or is happening. So definitely a concern when you pull a Devil card around this person, because it looks like the Ten of Swords is some sort of betrayal. So there has to be some sort of betrayal that was felt, and then usually when we pull a Queen of Swords reverse and the Two of Swords, tit for tat, Two of Swords, if this happens to me, it happens to you. Queen of Swords reverse here, so there seems to be there's Queen of Swords reverse is like, I'll show you. That's feeling alienated or pushed to the side, and it's definitely another cold indicator. Queen of Swords is very ruthless, cutthroat. Think of that as like air sign energy. Queen of Swords is like, I don't care. And then we see the Devil card here. So this to me looks like some form of frustration. Definitely looks like some form of revenge. If you betray me, I betray you. So there definitely seems to be some form of revenge, some form of betrayal that was mimicked. Ten of Cups is family. Seven of Wands is reversed, and the Eight of Pentacles is reversed as well. This is like you didn't put time into something. So Ten of Cups is my happily ever after, a family card. So it's like if you put time into some sort of happily ever after and it doesn't happen, and we wasted that time, and we're wasting more and more time, there's where the building frustration comes. So the Nine of Pentacles is reversed. This is about being in a relationship or other people, and the Ten of Wands is like a burden. Then we see the Sun reverse, unhappiness. Three of Wands, feeling liberated, not getting what we wanted. Excuse me. And the Seven of Swords is a victory after a long fought battle. So to me, this is like, I want to be liberated. I want freedom from this. I'm not getting what I want, but I'm going to be victorious in the end. Five of Pentacles is usually abuse of power. There is the Empress. Now, usually Empress and Emperor go together. Sometimes we pull that from mom and dad. Sometimes it's husband and wife. Sometimes it's just older people. It could just be a nurturer, someone who's a nurturing person. It could be someone's mother. Either way, when we pull an Empress here with the Five of Pentacles, there seems to be some sort of abuse of power, and the Judgment card here is about a rallying of support around that person. It's also about rallying the troops. When we have a Judgment card, it's about looking good to other people, and it's also about rallying the troops around us. And when we see Five of Pentacles, there's some form of abuse of power. Sometimes when we pull Five of Pentacles, it's also about hiring someone in a business that we shouldn't have hired. Sometimes it's like a shady hire. It just sort of depends. So the Two of Cups is upright, the Knight of Cups reverse, and the Page of Pentacles is upright. So Two of Cups is about creating a bond, and the Page of Pentacles is about money and expectations. Then we see the Knight of Cups reverse, which is about, like, think of Knight of Cups reverse as like emotionally stunted or potentially like negatively emotionally fueled. So when you look at cards like this, like if you pull a Knight of Cups reverse and a Two of Cups with the Page of Pentacles, typically when you pull cards like this, it's like, especially from some sort of frustrating situation that I saw over here, it's like I jump to something that, like, think of it like, especially with this, it's like some sort of, it feels like business decision. It feels like instead of being romantic with the Knight of Cups reverse, there's some sort of business decision, some sort of business dealing between the Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles here. So it's like, it's interesting here because I'm seeing the energy from before and then it transfers into some sort of business partnership or business dealing. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. And the Seven of Cups is about a fantasy, okay? So this is about a story that is sold. Seven of Cups is usually some sort of dream scenario, fantasy scenario. There's some sort of illusion there. The Tower card is a restructuring from a dramatic, catastrophic event. So this is about changing some form of event that happened. And the Death card here is about a death and a rebirth. So it definitely seems like there's some sort of transformation in terms of the situation. It went from something really negative and now we're transforming into a positive. The problem I'm having with the transformation of the positive is the Seven of Cups is upright, which means that there is some level of this that has to be a little bit off. Yeah, because it looks to me, so Ace of Swords, opportunity, Queen of Wands reverse, and Four of Swords reverse, which is like not feeling sorry. The Queen of Wands is about anger, and the Ace of Swords, opportunity. So to me, it looks like whatever situation this is, it transferred to a new person. Magician is communication. The Ten of Pentacles is some sort of loss of income, or maybe that's spending of money, and the Chariot is reversed, so halt in progress. Page of Swords, fighting for an opportunity. King of Wands, and Two of Wands with the World reverse. So to me, there definitely seems to be some sort of exchange between the person prior and a new person here. It looks like they did not... it's weird. I transfer from the older situation with the Emperor to a new situation with King of Wands. There's a person here... Strength card, stubbornness, Nine of Wands, chaotic storms, Knight of Swords, pure intention, quote unquote, but Hierophant, marriage reverse, breaking of commitment, and sometimes that's like religion. Sometimes we pull that for, you know, any sort of weird thing. But the interesting thing is I'm seeing here, there's another person here. Yeah, Six of Wands reverse. There's another person here that nobody is paying attention to. This looks like someone here. So again, the energy from around that Emperor from before, it looks like there's a individual here. They connected with another person. There was that abuse of power. There's some sort of revenge involved with this situation with the Emperor. There's some form of revenge, and then with that revenge, there's some sort of working together with this King of Wands. Sometimes it's a fire sign, but it doesn't really matter. It's more of like an aggressive person. There's some sort of business decision with this aggressive person here that the Knight of Swords, that's like getting away with something, and the Six of Wands versus which means like nobody paid attention to this. So there definitely seems to be some sort of business decision here that went under the radar. And I think that seems to be really important to the situation. So yeah, I'm going to re-pull for a little bit more information. So what we're going to do is I am going to probably try and pull for the situation with Joe's indictment, right? Like, because we have Jeff, we have James, and we have Doc, right? So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to see if we put Joe at the top. Okay, so, okay, I know exactly what we're going to do. Okay. I'll explain it as I go. Okay, so obviously Joe is a Seven of Wands reverse. That doesn't shock me. He's not really the underdog here. Again, this doesn't shock me either. Knight of Cups means that he was very, very, very immature. And then the Five of Pentacles is reversed here, which is about abusive power, but that's also about bad business decisions. You guys saw me shuffle. Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, and Tower. So, for his specific situation here, it looks to me like this is a fairy tale in terms of working with someone and a restructuring here from drama. So this is definitely feels like someone that he worked with that threw him under the bus. I mean, that kind of is par for the course here. Totally thrown under the bus. The Sun's reversed, unhappiness, Page of Pentacles, money, and Four of Swords, not wanting to go down. So that, again, has to do with people trying to protect their assets. It doesn't surprise me, considering we saw in the documentary they were working with the feds against him. So this is a death card. This is effort wasted, and this is a Queen of Wands. To me, with cards like this, so death and rebirth, Eight of Pentacles, waste of time, Queen of Wands, some sort of anger and frustration. So it definitely looks to me like, I mean, this is obviously, he definitely has a grudge against a lot of different people. But my problem with this situation is, if we're looking at this, the Four of Swords reversed and the Sun reversed, if we're looking at these situations, right? If we look at Two of Cups, if we look at Tower reverse and the Seven of Cups, there's something off, especially with Five of Pentacles reverse. There's something off with what he was arrested for. There definitely seems to be something off about that. I just don't know if I necessarily trust the validity of the information that was provided. Ace of Swords is regrets, Ten of Pentacles is money, and Chariot is like a car in its reverse, so that would be the travel. I mean, we all kind of saw in the documentary what was going on there. In terms of what they were saying, the money offered and stuff like that. To me, there's definitely a hole in that story. I just don't know if I necessarily agree with that situation, at least how it was portrayed in the documentary. The King of Wands reversed, the Two of Wands upright, and the World reversed. So King of Wands being reversed, Two of Wands, and World reversed. I definitely see an attempt that was made from Joe to stop the feud at some point. So I don't know if this is something that was talked about, but I see Joe trying to stop the feud. So I'm not sure where that fits into this, but I think that that's a piece of the puzzle that's missing, because the Knight of Swords is about pure intention and wanting to stop things. The Hierophant breaking the commitment, and the Six of Wands here is about letting my ego aside, okay, and setting my pride aside. So to me, I definitely see him wanting to end the feud at some point. The Magician's reverse, which means that this hasn't been talked about. The Page of Swords is reversed, which also to me indicates that it wasn't worth fighting for. And the Strength card is being vulnerable. So it's like he gave in. Yeah, the Nine of Wands is reversed, so this is walking on eggshells. The Queen of Cups reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is quite interesting because, so this is probably some of the issues that he was having with like money and stuff like that. You know what I think it is? I think it's, okay, so King of Cups, Ace of Cups reversed, and Two of Swords reversed. Interestingly enough, when we pull a King of Cups and an Ace of Cups reverse, this is like there's a King and Queen here. So it's like, there's some sort of, I want to separate from this. It's weird. There's like, it's like, I know there was a part in the documentary where they talked about mediation, but it does look to me like there was some agreement here. It's so strange. It looks like this was going to end, and then someone came in with the Three of Cups and made it worse. Lover's card, connecting to someone. Eight of Pentacles, that's about money and time spent in this. And Three of Cups is some form of jealousy or competition. So there had to have been someone that intercepted. There's the Fool. You are a fool, and you are naive to think that this person was going to help. King of Swords, a very sly character. Potential air sign, but it's someone who's very sly. Very, very good with their word choice. And Knight of Pentacles, done it for a while. Justice card is reversed as well, which means they have legal issues, pretty much everyone in this documentary. But the Moon's reversed, which is exposing secrets, and the Temperance card is gossip and patience. So this person's going down next. Yep. Ace of Pentacles is upright. There's a money trail with this person. So they're going to go down for something that comes to money, when it comes to money. Hermit is on their own, which means that they're going to isolate this person and get them on their own. And the Knight of Wands is reverse here, which means that they totally have no idea that this is coming. That's like misguided aggression. So it means that they went after the wrong person, quote unquote. That's like thinking someone's going to rat you out, but it's really the other person that rats you out. Yeah, it has to do with some form of money or purchase or some sort of money spent or earned. Two of Pentacles, that's an even equal exchange. It's a business exchange. The Nine of Swords, overthinking. So it's much simpler than he realizes. And the Four of Wands has to do with some sort of home, environment, or place that is owned. So yeah, he thought he walked away from it. The Wheel of Fortune is like a golden opportunity. So it's like, oh, he got away. But the Eight of Wands says things are going to rapidly change. I also think when it comes to Joe's environment, like the zoo, whatever it is that it was, there's a ticking time bomb in there. There's something to do with that property. I don't know if there's something hidden on the property. I don't know if there's something about the paperwork, but there's something that's being overlooked that's going to nail whoever owns that property. Because Page of Wands say one thing to another. This one right here is about trying to avoid confrontation. The Eight of Swords is feeling trapped. So it definitely looks to me, yep, something that was happened in the past before anyone even knew, and the Three of Wands upright, which means it'll shock everyone. So there's definitely something on that property. I don't know what it is, something either in the deeds or in the documents, but there's something in that property. It could even be both. It could also be something buried there, but there's totally something in that property that is a problem and is going to cause a problem for whoever's there. Okay, so we're going to re-pull again, and what we're going to pull for this time is, let's look at the other players involved. So I know Doc Antol's stuff was seized. They said that at the end of the documentary. Hermit reversed, out of comfort zone, King of Wands, Sun. Okay. So this looks like it's Doc Antol to me, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. All opinion, no facts here, no truth. Okay, Hermit out of comfort zone, so definitely looks like they're going to go for his estate, which we're already kind of aware of. King of Wands is him, he's pissed. The Sun's reversed, though, which means a connection that he shared with someone is a problem. The Page of Pentacles, not meeting expectations. This could also be someone he didn't pay enough money. He may have owed someone. The Four of Swords, the rejection and healing of wounds. And the Two of Wands is like misguided aggressions. So it looks like there's some sort of money exchange that he owed. Or at least someone feels like they owe him, and that kick-started some form of chain of events. The World's upright, unfinished business, Magician, we'll be hearing about this soon, and the Emperor's reverse, which is about taking him off his throne. Devil card, manipulation, negativity, sometimes that's sex. The Four of Cups, detached, and the High Priestess, not trustworthy. Definitely an issue with the situation. It's also an issue in timing. So there definitely seems to be something from the past resurfacing. It also feels strongly to me that there's some form of, it feels like there's a relationship that he had, either a friend or a lover, that is going to be a catalyst in some form of exposure. Yeah, heartbreak. Page of Cups, I was like really attached and invested in you, but the Six of Swords is like distance travel changed the internet and it's reversed. So there has to be some form of like wanting to escape or some form of like movement that's wrong. Yeah, King of Pentacles is reversed and Four of Pentacles. Greedy, selfish. King of Pentacles is reversed here, which is about issues with finances. Again, I'm seeing financial issues. Five of Swords, overlooking details. Three of Pentacles, issues with job. Seven of Wands, not an underdog. Seven of Cups, having dealt a hand of realism. I definitely see it looks like, yeah, Hierophant, marriage, commitment. Knight of Swords, impure person, needing help and not getting it. And Ten of Pentacles here, a long-term issue. Excuse me. Regrets when a Queen of Cups, And the Nine of Wands, walking on eggshells. There definitely seems to be a female here that's going to be quintessential in his takedown. It looks like it's from the past, though. Death card, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So Six of Cups, I told you, past. This is also a marriage card. Eight of Pentacles is about effort, and the Death card is about something that's been dormant for a while. This might even be before he even started the sanctuary or whatever he has. This looks like it might be something that was the catalyst to him starting that. Like the first, like the prototype. Okay, I guess what we can look at is that last guy in particular. So we can look at oh my god, what's his name? James. So to me, when I was watching the documentary, I felt like James was, I don't know, I was just something about James that I felt like he was going to go after the other guy, but I also feel like he's going to go down last. So let's see what we got here. Yep, King of Swords. This one is very obvious. So I've pulled a devil card for every freaking pull, and I don't pull the devil card that often. I've also keep pulling the death card. So shocker, shocker, shocker. And it's all money, 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 money. Okay? And this high priestess loves to show up too. So King of Swords, sly character, very, very good with their word choice, selfish. Eight of Pentacles, worried about their coins. Two of Swords, wanting to separate from this, devil card, manipulation. The King of Pentacles, he's sitting on his throne. So clearly he's the one here that has the highest, advantage. But the Four of Cups versus the Page of Cups here, which means that he also trusted someone that he shouldn't have. The Five of Swords is about an issue with a detail. The High Priestess is about trust. And the Four of Pentacles is about putting effort in. So to me, there's an established trust here in this individual. But he's already said something that will get him screwed in the end. See, on your own, Hermit again, Knight of Swords, impurity, and then Three of Pentacles when it comes to jobs. So there definitely seems like there's already something on. If I pull this Queen of Cups and this Death card one more time with the Nine of Wands, exposure, Queen of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. When I tell you that he's gonna have this last hurrah where he's like, I've got this information on this person, and it's you're gonna want to hear it. It's juicy. Like, he's saving something that even the feds don't know, allegedly for entertainment purpose only. He's totally saving something that even the feds don't know. He's waiting. What's funny is that he knows. This is weird, but he knows. Okay. There's something that they have that he doesn't know, right? But he knows that they're going to find it eventually. He just doesn't know that they already know it. So he's been saving this information for that rainy day. The Tower's reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed. I would say, listen, and this guy, every time I saw him on the screen, I kept thinking of Stewie or Stuart from a Mad TV with his fuck-ass bob. Like, you gotta watch out for that one. Oh my god, he knows some form of information. I wonder if it has to do with the Hummer situation. Fool, car, Three of Cups. Something to do with a car, maybe. Or some sort of transportation. Either way, or travel. Either way, it doesn't matter, because I'm telling you, he knows something that we're all going to be shocked about. I wonder if it has to do with like a phone call. Because when I'm hearing ringing, so I'm like, maybe that's the phone call. A phone call to someone. An empress, maybe? Maybe it's someone's mom, an empress? So, looks... I have what you want on the empress. Mistake made. I'm the only one that knows that this mistake was made. I have info on the Empress. Well, let's pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. Remember that these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. All opinion, no fact, no truth. Oh, forgetting oneself. Shocker. Forgetting oneself, letting your ego get to you. Okay. Anger and chains. That's all the chaos involved. Hiding your true self. That's the double lives that everyone's living. Artificial heart. No one has feelings or cares. Revenge is the main motivator here. We already know that. Today for tomorrow. Joe's going to have the last laugh. Fated to suffer. Joe is going to have the last laugh. He is still obsessed with it. But he's going to have peace. Envy, gluttony, parasite, and perchance a dream. So everyone is going to turn on everyone. That's like everyone eating each other alive. And Joe is actually going to have peace eventually. Whether or not he enjoys that peace, I can't tell you, but I totally see him having the last laugh. Okay, so I guess we'll wrap this up by pulling some of the astrology cards, because I just want to see if we pull any signs. Air, communication, sun, connections, Leo. I mean, everyone has been narcissistic, so that makes sense. Venus, love and money. Cancer, family. Scorpio, revenge. We're looking at some of the same things. Libra, Pisces, Uranus, Sagittarius. It's so strange. It's like... Love, Pisces, curveball, information. Opportunity, Jupiter, Gemini. Information, opportunity. Gemini could be two people. It can also be two-faced. Gemini is also communication. Libra, two halves to one side of a coin. Libra and Pisces. Well, that's what I see for this situation. Tiger King is a good documentary. I suggest you watch it. Remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. It's all opinion, no fact. No truth. So if you guys like that, make sure you check out some of my other true crime readings. Make sure you follow me, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Antphrodite, TikTok, Antphrodite. Hit the bell for notifications when I upload next. And let me know what you thought about this reading. Subscribe to me and let me know what you thought about it. Put in the comments below what you thought. I really want to know. I'm going to read all of the comments. This documentary is super juicy. And I think that we'll be hearing more from this. So until next time, bye guys.